Fairly Odd Parents Wiki 8074 pages. SIGNINREGISTER. Explore original series live action and new Wish community. More. Wanda Venus Fairywinkle. Gender female. Species fairy. Age eternity. Hair color royal fuchsia. Eye color warm purple. Home world fairy world. Earth. Personal information. Residence Cosmo and Wanda's Castle. Turner Residence. Dimsdale, California. Affiliations Fairywinkle family. Cosmo Fairywinkle family. Occupation Fairy godparent. Aliases Wonder Woman. Nagules. Ace. Mrs. Ferryman. Interests Pink. Reading. Enemies Denzel Crocker. Vicky the Babysitter. Anti-Fairies. Pixies. Dark Laser. Mama Cosma. Seymour. Love interests Cosmo, husband. Wandissimo, ex. Boyfriend. Godfamily. Godchildren 2001 series. Timmy Turner. Chloe Carmichael. Seymour. A Fairly Odd Movie series. Timmy Turner. Seymour. Fairly Odder. Viv Turner. Roy Ruskin. Seymour. A New Wish. Hazel Wells. Seymour. Family. Parents Big Daddy, father. Mrs. Fairywinkle, mother. In featured articles, fairies, female. Wanda. Character trivia appearances gallery. Oh blah, 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 your needs. Wanda, Betty by. Wanda Venus Fairywinkle Cosma, née Fairywinkle, is the tritagonist of the Fairly Odd Parents alongside her husband, Cosmo, and one of the main characters in the series. She is also one of Timmy and Chloe's fairy godparents, along with her husband Cosmo, and her son Poof. Unlike her husband, Wanda tends to be more responsible and is unwilling to grant dumb wishes, but is usually compelled to grant them anyway, or Cosmo grants them instead. Wanda is voiced by Suzanne Blakeslee. In the cartoon, she also voiced the character in the live-action movies. A humanized version of Wanda also appeared in the first live-action movie, played in live-action by Cheryl Hines. Wanda returns in the short-lived sequel series to The Fairly Odd Parents, The Fairly Odd Parents, Fairly Odder, where she, alongside her husband Cosmo, serve as Viv and Roy's fairy godparents. Suzanne Blakeslee reprised her role as Wanda in this show. Wanda returns again in The Fairly Odd Parents, A New Wish, now serving as one of Hazel Wells' godparents, along with Cosmo. Like usual, she is voiced by Suzanne Blakeslee. Contents: Hide. 1 character. 1.1 Description. 1.2 Weaknesses. 2 Background. 2.1 Early life. 2.2 Meeting Cosmo. 2.3 Family. 2.4 Future life. 2.4.1 Live action movies. 2.4.2 Main series. 3 other appearances. 3.1 Comic books. 3.2 Video games. 4 relationships. 4.1 Cosmo and Wanda. 4.2 Wanda and Poof. 4.3 Rivalry with Mama Cosma. 4.4 Relationship with Timmy. 4.5 Rivalry with Brandolin. 5 see also. And 34 more. VIEWSOURCE. A New Wish Original Fairly Odder. 129. Fandom. Beta. Fan. Central. Games. Anime. Movies. TV. Video. Wikis. Starter. Wiki. Siblings Blonda Fairywinkle, twin. Sister. Spouse, S, Cosmo Cosma, husband. Children Poof, son. Grandparents Grandpa Fairywinkle. Grandfather. Nana Kadabra. Grandmother. Others Piero Fairywinkle and Carmine Fairywinkle. Uncles. Guido Fairywinkle, cousin. Papa Cosmo, father-in-law. Mama Cosma, mother-in-law. Schnosmo, brother-in-law. Georgian von Strangle. Distant cousin-in-law. Unnamed cousin in Fairy. Europe. Production information. First appearance The Fairly Odd Parents. The Fairly Odd Parents. Cake, Dance, and Solid. Gold Pants. The Fairly Odd Parents, Fairly Odder. Fly. The Fairly Odd Parents, A New Wish. Last appearance Fancy Schmancy. The Fairly Odd Parents. Fairies Away. Part 2. The Fairly Odd Parents, Fairly Odder. The Battle of Big Wand. The Fairly Odd Parents, A New Wish. Voiced by Suzanne Blakesley. Played by Liv. Action. Cheryl Hines. Character. Bright and compassionate, Wanda loves her new godchild Timmy just as much as she loves her son, Poof, and husband Cosmo. She is also the most responsible out of the bunch. In Fairly Odd Baby it is revealed that Cosmo was the last baby born in Fairy World, after Wanda, implying that Wanda is slightly older than him, and is the middle of Timmy's fairies. She is often blamed for the misadventures that she and her family get themselves into by Georgian von Strangle, who says she should take care to watch them better because of Cosmo's dangerous stupidity. She always loses to Cosmo when it comes to second-guessing what Timmy wants to do, usually because Timmy wants to do something fun or destructive. She was apparently very popular in high school. Wanda is usually seen as more intelligent than her other half, Cosmo, and this is parodied to the extreme in Anti-Wanda and Anti-Cosmo, who are exact opposites of Cosmo and Wanda. Anti-Cosmo is Wanda's equivalent and is an evil genius, while Anti-Wanda is Cosmo's equivalent and is the dumber one who often foils everything with her incredible stupidity. Despite this, however, Wanda can be just as guilty as her husband in making erratic wishes, not reading the rules first, causing Timmy to get into trouble or into a situation that cannot easily be unwished. Usually, though, it is Wanda who is the only voice of reason when Cosmo and Timmy are about to make a dumb wish, though originally in the shorts Wanda came off as ditzy. Wanda is originally described as psychotic, as was her husband, and holds an uncomfortable temper. She is often defined as a very bossy character by many others in the show. Description: Wanda has wavy pink hair, pink eyes with 3 long eyelashes, and matching lipstick. Like all fairy godparents, she has a crown floating above her head, carries a magic wand, and has fly-like wings which enable her to fly or hover. She has gold earrings. Her hair has always been shown to have a distinctive wavy front, although when she was younger, She had a ponytail. When she was turned into a teenager by a magic car wash, her hair went completely straight. Like Cosmo, her pants and shoes are black, although in Fairly Odd Parents, A New Wish, her pants are a dark pink and her shoes are yellow. She wears a yellow, short-sleeved shirt. In A New Wish, her shirt receives a small update, being now a button-up with a frilly collar. In the show, she also has a commonly used human form due to now pretending to be Hazel's human neighbor. She wears a yellow shirt over a pink shirt, pink jeans with a belt and brown sandals. All of her nails, both on her hands and her feet, are painted pink while she is in this form. She is the most intelligent of the group, since Cosmo is a moron and Timmy can fall into immature decisions. Oftentimes her cautious and troublesome attitude results in her being perceived as a nag by Cosmo, and he often uses this to tease her. In the episode Planet Poof, she also uses her wavy hair to whirl it around people and throw them. Surprisingly, despite being a magical creature, she has a belly button like from an umbilical cord of birth. Source: episode Timmy TV in Season 5. Weaknesses: Cosmo's ideas. Georgian. Butterfly nets. Chocolate. Magical build-up. Crocker, sometimes. Poof being hurt. Rump roast. Background. Early life. Wanda was born in Fairy World to her father, Big Daddy, and an unknown mother. Thousands of years ago, her twin sister, Blonda, who her mother apparently liked best, and who is somehow hotter, chose the easy life while Wanda became the hard-working daughter. Blonda lives and works in Fairywood, and stars in a soap opera called All My Biceps. When Timmy Turner gets curious, he wishes himself to Blonda's trailer and Wanda and Blonda switch lives because both of them think that they have the tough life. It turns out they do after Blonda explodes several times, but Wanda did not figure the hard life until the paparazzi took pictures of her, as Blonda, in a hot tub. Around her teenage years, Wanda was apparently popular among her peers. Wanda also dated Wandissimo Magnifico before she met Cosmo. Wandissimo was an exchange student at their school. Meeting Cosmo. Wanda and Cosmo first met, apparently, at a restaurant where Cosmo worked as a waiter. It was obviously love at first sight. The two dated for a while, which both of their parents strongly disliked and were aware of. Cosmo then proposed to Wanda with a chewed pen cap, to which she happily accepted. The pair then secretly wedded away from their prying in-laws. They remained a happy couple for thousands of years, despite some bumps along the way, such as Cosmo faking a coma after realizing he forgot a wedding anniversary, and a few sabotage attempts by Mama Cosma. Wanda is greatly infuriated at Cosmo for asking Brandolin. Advertisement. Cosmo and Wanda's first meeting. Advertisement. Family. After a year or so of having Timmy as their fairy godchild, he wished that Cosmo and Wanda would have a baby together. To his surprise, it was Cosmo that got pregnant, not Wanda, due to the obviously backwards nature of fairy pregnancy. After Poof was born, Wanda is seen caring for Poof the most, since Cosmo apparently never went to parenting school, but Cosmo still tries his best to be a responsible father and a fairy godfather. Future life. Live-action movies. Main article, live-action movies. In the live-action film A Fairly Odd Movie, Grow Up, Timmy Turner, Wanda is still Timmy Turner's fairy godmother after 13 years. Wanda is seen in both CGI animated form, voiced by Suzanne Blakesley, and a live-action human form where she is played by Cheryl Hines. In the film, Wanda and Cosmo try to put a stop to Timmy's budding relationship with Tootie, because if he falls in love with her, he will no longer be considered to be a child. And he will lose his fairies forever. At one point, Wanda and Cosmo transform themselves into humans in order to disrupt Timmy and Tootie's date. Timmy decides to try to use his magic to make up to Tootie, by fulfilling her wish to restore the Dimsdale Park around the Dimsdale Dogwood. However, while Timmy and Tootie almost kiss, Wanda distracts Timmy and he falls out of the dogwood tree, causing Tootie to suspect he is seeing another girl or has just gotten out of a bad relationship due to his secrecy and reluctance to kiss her. After Tootie is captured by Hugh J. Magnate Jr., Wanda and Cosmo initially decide not to rescue her so that they can stay with Timmy, but Poof gives them an intense stare of guilt and brings them to realize they've been doing the wrong thing. They are then suddenly captured by Mr. Crocker and placed in his atomic fairy incarcerator, where their magic is rerouted so that are forced to grant Magnate's wishes, which also gradually drains their life force. However, Timmy manages to save them by confessing his love to Tootie and passionately kissing her, which causes him to officially lose his fairies due to him having now officially grown up, but also frees them from Magnate. In the end, because of how much Timmy loved them, mostly Wanda, though, the Fairy Council adds the Timmy Turner loophole to the rules, allowing Wanda, Cosmo, and Poof to stay with Timmy into his adulthood, and with Tootie allowed to know of their existence. Then, in A Fairly Odd Christmas, she's still alongside Timmy and Tootie, as they run the wishful thinking van around the world granting wishes. When all the wish granting bothers Santa Claus, she follows Timmy to North Pole. When Timmy makes a wish inside Santa's workshop and Cosmo tries to grant it, his wand ends up firing a magic bean into Santa's direction, making him fall and get injured. Timmy then must go on a quest to meet Elmer the Elder Elf, the only one capable of fixing this mess. Wanda, along with Cosmo and Poof, goes with Timmy, even without magic, due to the North Pole's polarity. At the end of A Fairly Odd Summer, Cosmo, Wanda and Poof are assigned as new godparents of Marty and Mitzi, while Timmy becomes a new fairy. Main series. In Channel Chasers it is shown that she and Cosmo will become fairy godparents to Timmy's future children Tammy and Tommy. Other appearances. Being one of the three main characters of the show, Wanda has appeared in just about every other Fairly Odd Parents related media created. Comic books. Wanda also appears in the comic books. Video games. Wanda appears in the video game The Fairly Odd Parents, Breaking the Rules, where, in the console versions, Timmy tries to wish away the rules but only causes Vicky to find them and gain control over their wishes. Throughout the game, Wanda and Cosmo provide hints to the player. She also appears throughout the game Nicktoons, Freeze Frame Frenzy, where the player can photograph Wanda and Cosmo. Both the fairies move very quickly and can be hard to capture. They usually appear inside lockers. Relationships. Cosmo and Wanda. Main article, Cosmo and Wanda, pairing. Cosmo and Wanda is considered the official pairing of the show and has countless episodes and merchandise which support it. Wanda is the wiser one, and often has to step in between Cosmo and Timmy to stop them from doing something fun and destructive, destructive, and this, more often than not, gets her called a nag despite her being completely right in the first place. Cosmo has made occasional jokes about his relationship and wanting to get out of marriage, but this is almost universally considered bad writing by fans, and has never had a long-term effect on their relationship in the series. In some episodes, Wanda is often chased by Wandissimo, who takes advantage of certain situations. Cosmo is prone to fits of jealousy in these moments, and he will quickly interject and even resort to violence to keep other men away from his wife. This proves that Cosmo really loves Wanda and always will. Cosmo and Wanda met when they were teenagers. Cosmo was a nerd that worked at a diner, and Wanda was a popular girl. They dated for some time and finally, Cosmo proposed to Wanda with a chewed pen cap. They eventually got married and have been so for thousands of years. Wanda and Cosmo with their son, Poof. Wanda in a fairly odd Christmas advertisement. Cosmo and Wanda advertisement. Recent images. Expand, V-E-D. Expand, V-E-D. Wanda and Poof. Wanda loves her only son Poof as much she loves her godchild, Timmy. Wanda and Poof have a good relationship like a young mother and infant son would have. Poof refers to Wanda as Mama and loves her with all his heart. Whenever Cosmo and Wanda get taken away from Poof, he starts to cry and is stopped by Timmy making faces at him. But in some cases, Poof will become angry if he is taken from his parents and will attack in rage, such as in the episode Poltergeeks. And when Poof is put in danger or missing, she, Wanda, eventually starts to panic. Rivalry with Mama Cosma. Wanda is hated by Cosmo's mother, Mama Cosma. Mama Cosma sometimes makes attempts to get rid of her. In fact, Mama Cosma hates any real fairy that marries Cosmo, which is why she tried to get Cosmo to marry one of the female robots, Star and Twinkle, in a partnership. However, now that Poof has arrived as Wanda and Cosmo's son, Mama Cosma has stopped making attempts to get rid of Wanda. The birth of Poof has possibly caused a truce between the two. She just wants to pinch Poof's cheeks too much. Relationship with Timmy. Main article, Wanda and Timmy. Timmy and Wanda share a special relationship Cosmo lack. Although Timmy and Cosmo are more along the lines of buddies, Wanda acts more responsible and like a mother figure to Timmy, to protect him from danger and trying to prevent him from making stupid decisions and wishes. Although Timmy sometimes overlooks Wanda's advice, he is never really surprised when it turns out she was right all along and will usually take her advice over Cosmos unless her husband's idea sounds more constructive. Despite said dumb actions, in Hassle in the Castle she risked being transformed to protect Timmy and Cosmo, who were ducks. Rivalry with Brandolin. It was revealed in Roinokio that Wanda recently disliked Cosmo's ex-girlfriend Brandolin, which she is losing her temper when Cosmo attempts to ask Brandolin to help. See also Cosmo/Fairywinkle family. Fairywinkle family. Cosmo and Wanda, pairing. Cosmo and Wanda's castle. Cosmo and Wanda's fishbowl. Wanda. Characterguide. Fairies. Magical creatures and wishes. Categories. Community content is available under CCBY unless otherwise noted. More fandoms. Fantasy. Wanda hugging Poof. Wanda and Timmy. Hazel Wells. 3 days ago. Dimsdale Elementary Denzel. School. 4 days ago. Crocker /images. 5 days ago. Explore properties. Fandom. Mutheed. Fanatical. Follow US. Overview. What is fandom? About. Careers. Press. Contact. Terms of use. Privacy policy. Digital Services Act. Global sitemap. Local sitemap. Community. Community Central. Support. Help. Advertise. Media Kit. Contact. Others like you also viewed. Popular pages. Cosmo Piri Poof Timmy Hazel Blonda Dev Wells Vicky the Fairly. Piri. The Fairly Odd Parents, a new. Wish. Timmy Turner. Dev Dimmadome. Poof. Fandom apps. Take your favorite fandoms with you and never miss a beat. Fairly Odd Parents Wiki is a fandom TV community. View mobile site, check out fandom quizzes and challenge your friends.